Got on, Jay?
Hmm?
What you got on?
White jersey, black pants, man. I don't know.
I know Zoc still won't be in ball out.
I just got a blue screen just now because the music stopped playing.
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where to waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror how you.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sports. Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, man, you ain't getting that this time. What's up with you?
Oh, it's halftime, bro.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Fighting through.
Okay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot.
Wayne
18
Patterson,
yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, dude. Oh, come on. I hate him, yo.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
319.
Rodgers will try again on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down to 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll go on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now some movement before the snap.
Get that ass out of here.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go
What?
as a loss of 5.
Yeah,
that'll make this a 2nd and 13. action. Now Rodgers.
Oh, God, no.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad. It's feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, that's going to be my fucking downfall, yo.
The guys who just gave up that play.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Oh!
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Penalties,
Way
man.
easier said than done.
Fucking penalties.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep.
I've seen that. That's Jay. What is that motion fucking interception shit, yo? I hate that shit. Like that shit sucks you to do that.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I gotta deal with this shit. We supposed to put points up. Offensive line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now the first carry for Bush.
Bullshit.
Still going.
Bullshit.
And an alley to run.
That was bullshit, Jay.
A big time play there for
you like that move? That was bullshit, Jay.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this.
What is that extra bullshit,
around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
I thought Taysom was keeping it.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
I should have boosted a little bit sooner. I would have won whoever the fuck that was.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He fires one, but incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On the run, it's Bush. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now Breeze on third down. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete.
That's a
big play for the Saints on third down. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
No, Jack Patrick.
They'll run it with Bush. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dante Fowler in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play fake. Hill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, my God.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
Where's D-Hop, yo?
Does the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You see him catch that last one?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, there's the option going left. He slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Good shit, Bobby.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Jakeem Grant now to return.
Ooh,
and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Damn.
Inside him, he's got a man.
Oh,
It's
my
Ross.
God.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do?
You know that dude.
Work there, getting him the
Aaron
first.
Rodgers doing very well.
Someone knew
He's there. Come on
exactly
now.
where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey, check 26. Look at you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Hey, check 26.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Come on!
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down.
Wide open.
Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Wow.
And down he goes.
There you go.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Let's go.
He's giving nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Oh, he slipped right by him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yo, why is this in?
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
We are going.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
To that side. That's
All the way
crazy.
down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this
Wow.
one for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
I'm still scared, bro. I'm scared as hell
And
over
this
here.
will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he will
Come on, that's a fumble on Reggie,
up to
though.
the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking long for Thomas. And I think that one might have
What?
been intercepted, but
What?
he will be ruled out.
Oh,
of
my
bounds. So
God.
this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Come on. Oh, my
Complete as the
God.
clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Just drop.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24.
Ooh.
12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return it, Alvin Kamara gets around him. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They should be right down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Detroit!
On play action, now Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Damn.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going deep down. He's got
why didn't you let him come up
and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Dude, that shit perfect.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
I thought he was cutting back in, yo.
As his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
That's why I lose.
This was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bush. And an alley to run. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game with the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Where the fuck are you at? What the fuck are you doing?
Down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action here on first down.
Yo, man, it's 2 people over there on the same person. I was getting through.
In there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
I got my running back block.
Play action, Breeze. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
What?
Complete. It's Ross.
Yo.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Oh,
they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Oh, my God.
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's
oh, my God.
Big play there. Rodgers to Adams.
Oh,
42
my God,
yards.
bro.
The last drive he threw the pig, but he's not shy. He's going
touch.
downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
My God, he was fucking
Oh, my.
Out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
Oh, I thought
you're
he
coming up
fucked
and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Oh, I thought that was a flag.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still going to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Breeze. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Breeze got to have this one. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Thought I could get there before his old stupid ass.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Let's go, Meredith. Get that block going.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze.
Good shit, Josh. Good play call. Matt LaFleur, good fucking play call.
7-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jack, what are you doing?
Set him back 5.
And I was trying to find this play, but I couldn't find it.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
That is real bullshit. They used to even throw it all the way over the way, bro.
We're back to see what happens after this.
All the way over there,
Some good
bro.
games
That's
going on in the early
hell,
window.
Bro.
This
That's
might be the
home
best
shit.
of the bunch. And they'll run it here. And unable to get downhill there. So
gotta
take this
take
up
this
to about the
W,
37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That shit corny as hell, bro.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He's gonna have some type of seconds left, though. Fuck.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Really, my controller fucked me over this game, bro. I didn't know nothing was just bad.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Pin him, Scott.
Into this one, and this is a
rocket. Pin his ass.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hopkins.
Oh, my God, Jay.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, my God, Jay.
10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation.
Jay, I'm shocked, bro.
Here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense,
that shit was bullshit. That's why
you
I
think
throw
you
that
got
dumbass
this thing
pass.
won, and in the
And
last
adversity
moments,
right
almost
there.
literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The return man is Grant.
That's crazy.
Yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
That's
they
bullshit,
have time here, partner,
nigga.
for just one final heat.
That's bullshit, my
And I have to
nigga.
look at it from the
Adversity
defense's
at its
perspective here.
best.
We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he
I
wants
can't
to set up
believe
and throw.
that, yo.
Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
What type of, he played a perfect
They
game.
needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
I'm
you're
impressed by
exactly
your
right.
performance.
They took us down to the
Yo,
last play. We're still.
we beat ourselves
You were
up.
wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
I'm impressed.
So for the Saints,
It's
it's a
just
10th
Green
win
Bay
of the year
NFC
now as they
Championship.
move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
Jay.
next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
And he threw 15 passes. That's
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm so disappointed in that last play. I can't even say I'm disappointed in my defense, bro. I'm disappointed in that last play, yo. What the fuck type of breakdown was that, my nigga? What the fuck type of breakdown was that, my nigga? What the? I don't even. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked, my nigga.
Situational football, man. You know?
Nah, that was total bullshit, yo. Total bullshit, my nigga. That nigga ain't have. That nigga was, bruh. The nigga long is a fucking 97 yards and he only got 109 yards, bro. Come on, he only had one catch, bro. Like, what?
He had 2 catches.
Now, that was his second catch. That's unbelievable, bro.
That's crazy, bro. I only threw the ball 15 times. That shit didn't feel like it was 15 times.
That shit is crazy right now, yo.
I know how you feel. Rams versus Saints. That's exactly how I felt. It's okay. You know? You heard something from me that you haven't heard me say. NFC Championship, man. Packers Saints. Come on.
Yo. I can't believe that, yo. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I really can't. We did what we had to do in unbelievable, yo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, yo. That is unbelievable, bro. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
They're looking forward to seeing y'all, man. You know? Looking forward.
Oh, the play action got Dante. How he missed the tackle? They cheated Jabril, yo. And then D-Hop didn't even trip over the nigga, bruh. That's unbelievable, bro.
Big time players do big time things, you know?
Nah, that's unbelievable. How he didn't trip over Jabril, though? Usually they trip. You better not give away D-Hop, son. You need his
that performance.
You need his presence, my nigga. That's why, nigga, he wasn't even on the field. What I asked you, Jay? Where he at? I'm looking for him, nigga. Where he at? I don't see him. Oh, why? He ain't on the field, bet. Niggas like me looking for that nigga every play, every nigga. I'm telling you, don't give away D-Hop, cause that shit make it easier for me to just have fucking. I could just put Jair on Thomas and feel comfortable. Like anybody that like Redskins, he got two nice corners. You need them two receivers, yo. Shit, you need three. For real. Don't give them up, Jay. Not for that second pick. It's not worth it. Nobody you get after Joey Bosa. Hardy's getting Joey Bosa. What'd you say?
I said not for the second pick, you know, they'll be way more than that. Have you seen his attributes?
Yo, don't do it, Jay. I'm not even saying that, nigga. I'm a what's it call it? An opponent. I'm an opponent. You feel me? I would love for you not to get him, son. But you can't do. It's just that's just not a smart franchise move, yo. It's not. Cause if you want to be real, I'm rolling up right now. If you want to be real, my nigga. You don't really need shit.
Oh, well, we need shit over here. This old line, unacceptable.
Mine's too, Jay. You're seeing that.
And Michael Thomas got to get better at blocking. See, I put Meredith on the other side, let Kamara turn that corner.
Damn, yo, that was a good ass game, Jay. Good game. Hmm?
As it should have been.
D-Hop, you got it this time. But now I want you to be real with me, Jay. What you think about Wayne Patterson? You like him?
Oh, yeah. He on some bullshit.
Yo, Jay, that nigga is on some bullshit, bruh.
That shit. You want to put Carl Joseph in the whole play. In the whole game. That shit bullshit.
Bullshit.
The only way I would stop him is because of Carl Joseph.
Yo, I can't. I need a line, yo. I need a fucking line, bruh. I can't do it. I need it.
That's some bullshit. I don't understand. They have to get better. They have to get better. This is some bullshit.
But the most important thing is you got the W. They got the W, Jay. Even in the win, you can find the loss. But got the W.
It's okay.
Nigga, you had me fucking scheming, bruh. Nigga, you had me pulling out plays I ain't never normally even use for modifying. Modifying them shit. I'm gonna be ready for the playoffs.
I hope somebody on my line made Pro Bowl. This is unacceptable. They need to protect their quarterback. This is crazy. They think they can make it without their quarterback. They're sadly mistaken.
Yeah, that was a good ass game. Where my lighter at, man? Who fucking with you, yo? Bullshit, yo. Bullshit. Unbelievable shit. Like, what? What?
Unbelievable.
Like, what?
I can't
0
believe
points in the
honestly.
second half, and the 0 points scored in the second half, and the last 7 points come with 4 seconds? Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's some bullshit, bro.
Wait. How am I home?
Right, in CSC?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. This nigga's 11-5. Is he division winner? Ooh, he's not. They could have gave me the W versus Hollywood. They tripping.
Ty's about to play his playoff game. Bring him in, Jay. Damn, he losing. He out. Tice.
You sure?
Yeah.